Hello, 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 beautiful people. We are back again. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm sorry, y'all. Of course, I always gotta have something in the mix going on. I forgot to turn that down. Let me know first and foremost, of course, if y'all can hear me and see me good. Um, I can't really hear and see myself, so I don't know, except for if y'all tell me. That's the only way that I know. That everything is okay. And I can't even stand to hear myself talking, which is weird, right? It's like, why you doing this? But I hate how I sound when I listen to my recorded voice. So, of course, I can't watch it, and know what's happening until after the fact when I watched the replay. And I felt like my voice was going in and out when I was doing the self-care one a little while ago. But thank y'all for joining me. Thank you, Zaria, for being back. Thank you for Kendall for always coming through. I appreciate you. Yes, please, please, please hit the like button, y'all. Okay, when you enter the chat, if you are here and if you are on the replay, like, comment, let me know you came through. Put some flames in the sky, give me a wave, let me know you came by, and all that good stuff. Okay, I appreciate you all for stopping by. Of course, this is my What You Should Be Watching. Okay, this is actually number 41. I've been doing these for a while. Trying to tell y'all about movies and TV shows. I'm always telling my family and friends about movies and TV shows that they should be checking out. So, of course, y'all are my YouTube, family. So I got to tell y'all about it too. What up, though, Brillo? Thanks for coming through. Happy Saturday to you. I hope you got your much needed rest. Okay, the subscribe-a-thon dawn. So yeah, you guys, I got some movies and TV shows that came out in March that I wanted to tell y'all about. So I'm going to be trying to share my screen on this one. I don't know if this is easier because y'all know I usually just put up like the picture of the movie or have my slides. But I'm trying to practice doing new things. That's right. We just was talking about how practice makes perfect a little while ago, right? So I'm trying to practice these and, do a little bit more of these and try different ways that I haven't tried yet and all that good stuff. So we're going to see if everything could go off, without any problems. That's my hope. Because, I always got something in the mix. But it's some stuff, of course, because today's already the 4th, that is basically, already out. And then there's other things that will be coming later down the line that will be soon come. Okay, coming soon to theaters and to streaming services later on in the month. So, I'm going to start with theaters first, what's out in theaters. Because, of course, I'm late. I really wanted to do this last Saturday, but it was too much stuff going on. I could not fit it in. And we're going to, go from there. So let's see if I could share my screen. Fingers crossed that is no problems. Okay. So this is movie number 1, Operation Fortune, Russell Decora. I don't know, y'all. This, of course, is another film with Jason Statham in it. I don't know if y'all fans of his, movies and work. And of course, he always gonna have something that's, action. I feel like he does pretty much, similar stuff. But this is already out in theaters. This actually came out yesterday, March 3rd. And he's supposed to be Special Agent Austin Fortune, and him and his team of operatives are basically recruiting one of Hollywood's biggest movie stars to help them on an undercover mission, okay, with the sale of these deadly weapons or whatever the case may be, technology, and they need his help, to try to get this under wraps. So I have not seen this. I have no idea whether it's good or not. Like I said, if you're a Jason Statham fan and you know the kind of movies that he normally do, then that may be something that you're interested in. It is things that he's played in that I like, but I also feel like after a while, most of his stuff, you kind of know what you get, kind of like with The Rock. But I do like his movies. I have a lot of them on DVD, okay? That I used to actually be out here selling DVDs at one time to people, and a lot of people used to like his action movies. Yeah, Kendall. It's some things that I rocked with him, you know. So that is the first one. And then we have the second one is going to be Creed, of course. Everybody's talking about that. I actually just had somebody text me and say they just left the theater. Everybody been saying this has been good storytelling. I don't know if any of y'all plan on seeing it. I don't mind seeing it, but to be honest with y'all and keep it real with y'all, I only watched Creed 1. I never even got into 2 at all. I have not seen it at all. So, and I was a Rocky fan. I watched all the Rocky movies. I know Rocky didn't have nothing to do with this one. And of course, you know, just the fact that my man Jonathan Majors is in this makes me want to go see this one because I love me some Jonathan Majors. Child, I wanted to see Ant-Man just for him. I know we were supposed to be rooting for Ant-Man, but I'm keeping it real. I wasn't, okay? I was definitely down with the Kane gang. So I know that this is supposed to be like, you know, Adonis is doing good in his life and his career. He where he want to be, but then his childhood friend pops back up. That's a foreman, you know, boxing prodigy or whatever, and he feels like, you know, kind of like his life was stolen. Like he was supposed to be at the place that Adonis is at right now. So he trying to go ahead and, you know, battle it out, duke it out with him, and say, you know, he coming in to take over. So I don't know how many of y'all have saw this or plan on seeing it. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. Yeah. Kendall, I feel you there. I absolutely feel you there. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I don't go to the theater like often at all. And that was even before COVID. And I definitely, you know, wasn't going as much once COVID hit. It had been a long time. I think the most recent thing I had saw, and that was years of not going to the theater, was when I went and saw Doctor Strange. That was the first thing I had seen in the theater in years, and my son took me to see that. And then I was supposed to go see Megan for my birthday, and I never made it. I ended up watching Megan right here in the daggone house. So I ain't mad at you for that. Okay. Then next up we have let's see. I believe it is something called Champions. And this comes out March 10th with Woody Harrelson. I like him. Woody Harrelson is a pretty good actor. You know, he's been in the business for a long time. And this is like a minor league baseball team, right? That he goes to coach for. He's actually ordered by the courts to manage the team. And these are people with intellectual disabilities. But he soon realizes that despite his doubts, you know, that he had, together him and the team actually could go further, you know, than he ever imagined. So I don't know if any of y'all are interested in checking that out, but you know what I'm saying, that actually might be something that's worth taking a peek at. Okay, if you are so inclined, that might be something that could possibly you know, be interesting. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. I want to kind of, you know, make sure I interact with y'all as well. And so yeah, I don't know that I would go to the theater to see this, but I like those movies that are kind of like, I guess some people may say is a little cheesy, where it's like it's the people that you don't expect to win and we see them thrive and, you know, go further and able to beat the odds and do unexpected things that people would not expect of them. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah. A lot of things I'm like, yeah, I could wait on that for streaming services. Okay. I don't need to see that in the theater at all. Okay. And then we have coming up next, we have The Siege. Okay. And this is another one that more than likely is like, if nothing else is on, I mean, for me, you know, for other people, it may be something that they want to see, because we all like different things. That's why I try to mix it up and tell you guys about all different kind of stuff. I don't just stick to one thing, and when I'm doing my reviews, I don't stick to one type of show. I do a variety. So if one thing is not something that's interesting to you, it may be something else. But this is The Siege, and this is basically Walker, an international assassin hitman, is compromised during a mission. His handler sees him to a reassignment center at which Walker will be processed for a new identity. Okay. And that's basically what's going on there. And that is with Mr. Daniel Stern. So, that would probably be something that I would probably check out if I am just, like I said, it's on one night and I'll go ahead and watch it that way. I doubt very much that I'm going to the theaters to see this, but I still tell y'all about it. You never know. It could be something that could be interesting to one of y'all if you do want to check it out. Okay. So moving on from there, the next one, I do like espionage movies. I like stuff like that. So it does sound interesting. But I know with so many things on TV right now already, and so many things out on out in theaters, I doubt that would probably be first on my list to see. But I would eventually get to it. I definitely think that's something that I would, probably like watching. And sometimes it's the movies that you don't expect to be all of that you actually enjoy. And the ones that you be looking forward to be disappointing you. So, I never just count out something just by looking at it, from there. So next one we have, of course, I know everybody already know about this daggone one, and I could care less about seeing this, to be honest, but that is Scream. Of course, they making another Scream because, what I'm saying, why not? That's what they gonna do. With this one, they come into New York City. Of course, they talking about is the next installment. The survivors of Ghostface killings are leaving Woodsboro behind and starting a fresh new chapter in New York City. Does anybody care? I don't know. Maybe you do. I don't, especially since they didn't have what is her daggone name? I can't even think of her name right now. Nev Campbell, I think. Since she's not in this, I'm not so, hyped to see it anyway. They talking about they ain't want to give her funds, so they don't have her in here. But it could also be something that I would probably watch at home. I have seen all the other ones, and I do have probably all of them on DVD in here. And these days, you could basically see, a whole bunch of stuff, of course, on streaming. So, I'll watch it, but I ain't gotta go to the movies to see it. That's how I feel about it. But y'all may feel differently, of course. Let me just see what is going on. So of course, the first one we had was Operation Fortune. The second one we had was Creed. The third one was Champions. Then we had The Siege. And of course we had Scream. So next up, this also looks interesting, but again, just me personally, I would probably not be running to the theater to see it, but I would go ahead and give it a chance and check it out. And this is called 65. Okay. And so apparently with this one, he's an astronaut that crashes, and it leads him to this mysterious planet only to discover that he's not alone. So I guess it's like all other type of daggone animals or creatures or whatever the heck is out there with him. Okay, look like some daggone dinosaurs. Okay. And that is coming out March 10th. And it actually looks good. And that's Adam Driver. And he also is a really good actor. I usually like stuff that he's in. Like, he usually picks pretty good roles. So I could see myself checking out something like this, to be honest. So I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. But that is 65. And that will be in theaters on March 10th. Let's see what Kendall said. I like the trailer. I thought Campbell would make a brief appearance. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And at the end of the day, who knows? Maybe it's all about publicity and they tried to make a big thing like, oh, she not going to be in here because we didn't want to pay her the money. And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? We see her coming out of nowhere and they could be trying to hide her from, the commercials and everything. I don't know. That would be nice because the fact that they said that they didn't want to pay her money, I didn't think that was cool at all, and she's one of the ones, the original ones that's been around for the longest. So if you bringing them back everybody or one person from each of the films, then it's like, how the heck you do that without her? So that just didn't make sense to me. Yeah, a lot of content is out. We already got a lot of stuff and now more stuff coming in March. So are you really going to have time to watch all these things? Probably not. But, whenever you get to catch something, if it does catch your eye, then at least you could put it on the list and be like, all right, that's something else I could check out. What's up, Suburbia? Thanks for coming through. Oh, hey, you made it. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't do too many lives anyway. Y'all know this is new for me, but I do want to start doing more of them. And I also want to start doing like some premieres because I've never done that before. So I want to start practicing more things. Most times I just record from my phone and put it up. Okay. And it took me a while to just even learn how to do that. But I am trying to mix it up a little bit and bring some different things for 2023 and beyond. Okay. So I just figured I would try this out. Now I have always been doing what you should be watching. This is, like I said, number 41. I've always been putting them out. Sometimes I would do special editions. I got some that's on Pam Grier. I got some that's on Denzel Washington, Queen Latifah. I got like a Mafia Gangster edition, sci-fi edition, trilogy editions. And then usually at the beginning of every month, I will tell you guys all the new stuff that is coming out for that month on movie and streaming services. So it's not that me doing this is new, but this is probably like, new as far as me doing it live. And then I did one live where I was talking about all the shows that came out that were like the top shows of 2022. That was actually the first live one that I did. But yeah, I'm always telling people about movies and TV shows. My family and friends are always calling me up like, I know what we should go see. So I figured, why not share it up here as well with you all. So that's what we doing today. But yeah, I could see myself going to see this. This actually looks interesting to me. Then, of course, a lot of people probably may or may not be talking about this one. You got Shazam, The Fury of Gods. I'm not a big Shazam, I'm not in here, my girl Helen Mirren, I love her. And I didn't understand all going to. He said Shazam is a no for me. Yeah, some people are into it and some people are not. Okay, it ain't really my cup of tea either, but I'm just putting it out there. Some people, yeah, man. I feel you there, girl. Okay, that ain't really for me either. Hey, Miss Kira, thank you for coming. We also have now this one I'm kind of mad because I feel like this is gonna get swept under the rug because there's so many bigger things that's out. I didn't see any type of promotion for this, and they have a lot of really good people in this. This seems like it's one of them low budget movies that they don't really mentioning to anybody. And it's called A Snowy Day in Oakland. And you got Nicole Irie Parker, you got Michael Jai White, you got freaking Marla Gibbs, you got my girl Loretta Devine, who I absolutely love. You got Keith David. I said, are y'all freaking kidding me? Like, how y'all not gonna tell people about this? And of course, this is only limited. And with so many bigger films out, probably nobody ain't really gonna be paying this no mind. Dion Cole. So this is about magical urban tale about a beautiful psychologist from San Francisco who decides to end a stalled romance that she's in with her long-time high-profile psychiatrist boyfriend. And she basically picks up to Oakland, moves there, starts her own practice there, and I guess it's basically, about her journey and letting you see everything that she's experiencing. I believe is a comedy. But I'm like, come on, Loretta Devine, Kimberly Elise, Nicole, Ari Parker, Michael Jawa, Dion Khan, Evan Ross, like Keith David, like, nah, I like to support my little black movie. So I would probably check this out. And like I said, it's in limited theaters, so I don't even know if it would be any theaters around me that it would be in. But even if I just see it on streaming services, this is definitely one that I would check out. So just wanted to tell y'all about that one because I ain't appreciate the fact that that was under the radar and they wasn't talking about nothing about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely. I like to support the black films, even if it's not all that. I still try to give it, support. Okay, that's on your list too. Yeah, because I was like, wait, I ain't seen no kind of previews for this because usually I even share trailers and clips and stuff on TikTok, and that would have been definitely one I would have shared, but I didn't see anything about it. I was like, I had no idea that this even existed. So I thought that was interesting. Then we have you guys, and I don't know if anybody wants to see this one either. I do remember this being a game, but we have Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. I think the preview looked good. It looked better than I was expecting it to. I don't know, like I said, if anybody would be going to the movies to see it or not. And I think they got like a few people in here as well. Of course, this is like a charming thief with a band of unlikely adventurers embark on an epic quest to retrieve the lost relic, but things dangerously arrive when they run afoul of the wrong people. Okay, and so of course we have wait a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. Trying to go down to where the cast is at. Okay, we have Chris Pine, Michelle Rodriguez. I love him. Regine Jean Page. I love him. I love him. I love him. Hugh Grant and Justice Smith in it. I don't know. The preview did look good. I would check it out, but I'm probably not going to the theaters. But that's just because I don't go to the theaters like that anyway. And half the time when it is stuff that I really, really want to see, and I'll be like, oh, I'm going to the theater to see that, I usually don't get there. So I'm just not even going to lie to myself about this one. But that is Dungeons and Dragons. And that will be out the end of the month. I think it is March 31st. So if anybody is interested in that, you never got into Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah. But it does look cool, and I do like Chris Pine as well. Hey, Shannon. Hey, LSW. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, so far I was telling you guys about movies that's coming out, things that you may or may not want to check out, some that already came out, that's already out now, some that is soon coming soon. So I talked about Operation Fortune, that was number 1. Creed was number 2. Champion was number 3. Scream, child, another Scream was number 4. The Siege was number 5. 65 was number 6. Shazam was number 7. A Snow Day in Oakland was number 8, which I really do hope people check that out because I feel like that's probably going to be one that nobody's going to be paying attention to. And Dungeons and Dragons was the last one that we were just talking about. And of course, I know a lot of people are going to go see this one, even whether I go and see it or not, child. They're going to make their money regardless, okay? And of course, that is John Wick, Chapter 4, okay, with your man Keanu Reeves, all right? Of course, that will be out March 31st too. So there's a lot of competition, a lot of stuff coming out, all right? And of course, we got I was about to say daggone Samuel Jackson, child. That ain't Samuel Jackson. Lawrence Fishburne is in this as well. And, John Wick is uncovering a path of, defeating the high table. And, before he can earn his freedom, he must face off against a new enemy. Of course, always got to be another enemy with powerful alliances across the globe and all different kind of forces, and he gonna be out there getting it in the way John Wick do. Now, I think I liked John Wick 1 and 2. I can't remember if I cared that much for 3. I definitely liked 1 is still my all-time favorite, because it just started to getting crazier and crazier with each chapter that we get. Kind of reminds me of Fast and Furious, where we starting to go into a whole nother daggone world now. Okay, but I don't think John Wick gonna be going in space. Yes, John Wick. Well, he said, I must admit, I passed out at the movies on the first John Wick. Wow, really? Wow. Yeah, I love the first one, but shoot, sometimes that happens. Sometimes I done got in the theater and fell asleep. I could fall asleep just about anywhere, to be honest, y'all. So, oh right, Halle Berry was in 3. Okay, so I did like that one because Halle Berry was doing her thing in 3. I forgot about her being in there. You right about that. I might have to go back and watch all of them, to be honest, because it's been a minute. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but that's one that I wouldn't mind checking out. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the theaters to see a child, but I definitely wouldn't mind checking that one out. And the last one I think I have for theaters is going to be 1001. And this I believe is like one of those independent type of films, but this actually like it's gonna be good. It's with Tiana Taylor, and is basically about an unapologetic, fiercely loyal mom who comes. I think she's coming out from jail, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong about that part, but she ends up kidnapping her son Terry from foster care. And we just basically see this mother and son set out to reclaim their sense of home, identity, and stability in a rapidly changing world. And it looks like he starts to do real good in school, and I think really good in basketball, and people are kind of like inquiring about him and getting more interested in him. But then that causes questions to rise up of, who are you really, right? Because this is not your name, and where did you really come from? And so this is going to be coming also March 31st, and I'm kind of interested in seeing it, guys. I don't know. Now, will I make it to the movies to see it? That's another story. But I am, I do think the story and stuff like that looks good. And I think, Tiana Taylor might do her thing in this. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Hey. Yes, when she let them dogs out. Mm-hmm. Yes, HEA, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. Kendall says she want to see that. Hey, thanks for coming through. I appreciate y'all for coming through. So, yeah, I think that was the last one that I had for theaters. Now we're going to start moving on to, streaming services. Yeah, I think she is slept on. And I know she said that she didn't really want to make music anymore because she wasn't feeling appreciated or like it was really going anywhere, as far as that goes. And so maybe this could be a new outlet for her where she could really excel, with acting. Who knows? I think that she could probably do her thing. And you guys also make sure when you coming in that you like. Okay, comment, share, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do appreciate it. You know, that's the only way that I could kind of get caught up into the algorithm, because if not, child, they be having me all the way down in the bottom. Okay. So I do appreciate it. Yeah, that actually looks good. That looks good. Suburbia said 1,001 is one that I would like to see. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, she is a really good singer, and it's crazy how some people just, seem to go further or get more recognition and more recognized and publicized and things of that nature, depending on really who they have behind them, is what be making the big difference a lot of times. Because there's a lot of people I know that could sing down that should be way more exposed than what they are. Oh yeah. Yeah, she was something else in that daggone Brian singing that daggone thing all along. Oh Lord, child. So I think that is, let me make sure. I think that was all the ones for in theaters. So we had let me just make sure. We had Operation Fortune coming March 3rd with Jason Statham. We have Creed 3, okay, with your man's Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, already out as of March 3rd. Champion out as of March 10th. That was with Woody Harrelson. We got, of course, Scream March 10th. The Siege, March 10th, 65, March 10th, which I think 65 was with Adam Driver. That's when he goes to this planet, and all different kind of animals is coming out at him. Look like it's some dinosaurs and stuff in the mix. And then we got Shazam, Fury of Gods, March 17th. A Snow Day in Oakland, which is only in limited theaters. I'm kind of mad about that because there's so many actors in that. So if y'all can find it on streaming services or anywhere, make sure y'all check that out. That is March 17th. You had Nicole Ari Parker, you had Dion Cole, you had Loretta Devon, Marla Gibbs, Keith David. I'm probably forgetting somebody, but it was a lot of black actors in there, and of course, that'll probably slip through the cracks, especially since there's so much bigger movies out right now. And then you had Dungeons and Dragons, of course, that's the 31st. John Wick Chapter 4, that was the 24th, and then 1,001 was the last one, and that's the 31st. So, if anybody's interested in any of them, She was hilarious in that daggone Medea movie. I think that's when I was really first getting familiar with her. I didn't know her like that at that time. Yes, click the like and subscribe, guys. It really makes a difference. I didn't realize how much of a difference that made, like as far as me just being somebody that used to watch a lot of YouTubers for years. And then when I became one, I'm like, I see the difference in the impact that it made, because it's people I was following and watching for years. And, sometimes I wasn't necessarily to subscribe to them, or I might have forgot to like it and stuff like that, but I was always watching and supporting. So now I really see what a big difference it makes. Yeah, Scream is like, I mean, it started out cool like most things do, and then I think they just run it in the ground and they don't want to let it go. Okay. Time to let it go. All right. Hang it up. But it was some of them that I did like. So, hello, Joseph. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you for stopping by. I'm glad that you were able to join us. And if you guys don't get to see the live and you catch it on the replay, make sure you put replay gang and let me know you came through. Typically, what you should be watching are not really usually long either. Of course, I'm doing it completely different now because I'm live, but these are probably usually like about 15 minutes where I'll just give y'all the rundown of different, movies and TV shows. So like I said, if you haven't seen some of the past ones that I did, go check those out, because you never know. It could be things that's in, any of those that you may like. Maybe you never saw before. I also, of course, have done holiday ones. I've done Black History ones. I've done, a mixture of all different kind of ones to mix it up for you. What's up, Lays Eagles 215? Thanks for coming through. Make sure that if y'all are not subscribed to Lays Eagles 215, you subscribe to his channel. He be giving y'all those NFL breakdowns. Okay, he be talking power, BMF, snowfall, and all that good stuff. We actually do The Last of Us on Sundays, and we rotated. 1 week we on his channel, 1 week we on my channel. So if you into The Last of Us and you've been watching my reviews, make sure you are subscribed to him, because you may say, well, how she did that episode but she didn't do nothing this week, is because I'm probably on his channel. So you got to make sure you subscribe to both of us. Thanks for coming through, bro. I appreciate you. I'm just giving everybody some movies that they could be checking out in the movie theaters, and now we about to move on to streaming services now. So the first ones, I think it's like 2 of them that are on Hulu that we're going to talk about a little bit. And at first, when I saw this one, I was kind of saying, like, why are they doing this again? Because, you know, they always got something with these serial killers and stuff. But I think they're actually doing this in a different perspective that I won't really, mind so much. So I'm like, I actually might check this out. And Hulu they are known for having really good documentaries. So does what do you call them? So does Netflix. Like, if you're into documentaries, you will find good documentaries up there as well. And sometimes I do documentaries. Sometimes I do reviews on documentaries too. I haven't really done it recently because I haven't had the time, but I did do one on, like, what was her name? Sally, when they had that one, and I forget the other crazy girl name up there, but I have like 3 or 4 of them that I did. But this is the Boston Strangler, y'all. And the only reason why I said I might actually be interested in seeing this is because it's focusing on the reporter who first connected the murders and broke the story. And she and Jean Cole are, basically was challenged with sexism in the early 1960s, fighting hard to report the story and let people know what was going on. And so because it's coming from that aspect, I think I actually might be interested in watching this. Plus, I don't got to go to the movies to see it. I could just watch it on Hulu. So this will be coming out March 17th on Hulu if anybody is interested. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. What did you say? Did you hear about the new SWV and Escape reality show coming out March 5th on Bravo? It's supposed to be about the 2 groups. Oh, yes. I seen the preview. I will probably watch it, but I doubt I'll be doing any reviews on it. I got so many daggone shows I'm already doing. I definitely don't think I could fit that in, but I'll probably check it out. And I already know they a hot mess. We be seeing them on the news every daggone minute. So, in like the entertainment news rather, and on social media with a whole bunch of drama going with them. That's why they were separated for so many years and not putting no music out as far as Escape, because they couldn't never keep it together. And I love their music. Yeah, that Sally was crazy. Absolutely. Yeah, it does sound interesting. I'm like, that's kind of a different perspective. I'm sure it's going to talk about the Boston Strangler too, but just showing from the perspective of them being the one to crack the case and, to report on it. And they probably was having a hard time from, a lot of their co-workers, because they probably ain't want to give them the recognition because they were women. And look how many years it is, and we're just hearing about her now. Of course, that's something that happened all the way back in the 60s. So I just thought that was a little interesting. Yeah, so another one that's also coming from Hulu. I think it was only 2 that I had that was from Hulu. You also have Unprisoned, and I've seen a little bit of talk about this and stuff on social media, but I haven't really seen it big. This is something else that's coming from Kerry Washington, and she usually makes pretty good things too. And remember that the show Reasonable Doubt was from her, and that was on Hulu. but they don't have what do you call it, the cover picture for this up here. But from my understanding, it's supposed to be about a therapist who's a single mom who turns her life around, and whose life, I should say, gets turned upside down because her dad, who happens to be Elroy, what's his name, Delroy. I always get his name confused. Let me look it up because I want to pronounce his name right because I actually like him as an actor as well. I know he's been in a lot of things. Yeah, Delroy Lindo. I wanted to make sure I said it right. So he's playing her father, and she's like a single mom, basically living with her son. And then her life gets turned upside down when he ends up getting out of prison and coming to live with her. And it looked like it's a hot daggone mess. So I said, I'll probably check that out, when I have time, because there's so many different things coming on TV, like we just was saying. So I may not, get the time right away, but when I do get time, that would be something that I would check out. Yeah, okay, yeah, y'all was saying his name in the comments. Yeah, I want to make sure I had it right. Oh God. Oh, you forgot to watch The Last of Us? Yeah, so much stuff, child. Let me tell y'all. Monday, I was watching about 4 or 5 shows, and one show I watched, just side note, in case y'all not watching this, whenever y'all do get a chance, May of Kingstown, that's my show. And I have forgot that I done missed 2 episodes of that because it's like I don't have time. I'm reviewing so many other things. And sometimes I just can't get to everything. And then I forgot that I was supposed to review Godfather Harlem, so I had to hurry up and watch that. Then I had watched, so before you know it, I had to catch up on Wu-Tang. We really have a lot of stuff out right now, so it's hard to see everything. But, like I said, if you get the time and you can check it out, that is a really, really good show. Yeah. And that kind of pisses me off that they put all of them out like that, because one minute we're bombarded with stuff and then the next minute we have that dry spell where there's really nothing there. So it's like y'all could space all this stuff out, and I feel like they do that on purpose anyway, so that some shows really, can't get picked up because there's so many coming on. I remember at one time, I think it was Wednesday night, that we had so many black shows all on at one time. It was no way that you was going to get to all of them. And so, of course, some ended up getting canceled. But it is what it is. We know how that go. So the next one that we are going to have, you guys, is going to be, child, I don't really care about seeing this, but, some people might. Chris Rock Selective Outrage. This is coming on. Of course, it's going to be live. It's going to be streamed in, multiple countries, many countries from my understanding. This is tonight, I think, March 4th, right? And this is his live stand-up special where he's in Baltimore, Maryland. But like I said, of course, it will be able to be seen cross country. I guess he finally went into all of the Will Smith stuff and so on and so forth. Oh God, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm telling y'all about this and I'm thinking I got it up on the screen. I'm looking at it, but I didn't realize I didn't share it to y'all. So, if y'all want to see that come on tonight and y'all could get into it. Yeah, the summertime is usually dry because I guess they feel like in the summertime everybody is out. So I think that's why they put more stuff in the winter than summer. I don't know, but yeah, it is a lot of things coming out. A whole lot. So, yeah, that last episode of Your Honor was crazy. Me and Muchella gonna be talking about that soon coming up, baby. And some people don't like Your Honor. So it's like, everybody likes different things at the end of the day. Art is subjective. So one thing that I'm into, you may not be into, or vice versa. For me, I like, all genres of movies and TV shows. I like all genres of music and TV shows. So that's why you see me kind of do a variety when I'm doing my reviews, because I feel like if, it's not something there that one person likes, somebody else like, and try to have a mixture even when I'm doing that. But I'm not the type that just likes one kind of thing. I like all different kinds. You'll see me with scary movies. You'll see me with comedies, with mafia, shoot 'em up, bang bang. Like I like all of it, all of the above. Sometimes I even watch cartoons and animations. It don't matter to me. If you give me a good storyline, I'm there with it. So I don't really do reality shows. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop and some of the different things back in the days here and there, but I never really got into them like that. Now I do. Unfortunately, I got sucked down the rabbit hole with Love After Lockup and 90 Day Fiance, child. And I even took a break on the 90 Day Fiance because it was starting to be a bit much. But I do reviews on Love After Lockup, but I'm not really into the Housewives. My sister be watching that. She be the one sometimes putting me on and letting me know things that's going on with that. You can't do horror, Kindle. Yeah, that's why I say everything is not for everybody. I know my friends be like, you crazy girl with that horror. You could keep that. But some things I'll tell them like, nah, you could watch it. It's not that type of scary. Like it's something that I think you'll enjoy. And most times when I tell them that and they watch it, they be like, okay, yeah, you was right. That was good. You know, I ain't gonna tell you nothing that's gonna have you scared to go to bed at night. But I love it. I love my horror movies. Okay, I gotta be in the mood for it though. Usually, me and my son used to anyway. Now he all grown, so he ain't got time for me. But we used to have a routine where we would just like when it was Halloween, just have a marathon of nothing but horror movies. So it is what it is, y'all. But the next one is You on Netflix, okay? And I love me some Joe. Joe is my man, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like seasons 1 through 3, and I watched that first half of, part 1 of season 4, and I was not that impressed. I don't like the direction they was taking it in, but I am curious to see, season 4, part 2, and see where we gonna end this off at and where we gonna go. And of course, that will be up there March 9th, and we know that Joe is over here charming but at the same time obsessive and goes to all these extreme measures and all this different stuff and basically be out here being a damn psychopath, but he's a psychopath that I'll be enjoying and loving and I'll be finding myself rooting for just like I did with Dexter, okay? Yeah, that's true. It's not even scary no more. And to be honest, even when I look at stuff that used to scare me when I was a kid, it's like I'll be looking at it now like, how the hell was that scaring me? It looks so corny now. Oh, God. I actually did a live Love After Lockup review last night on Muchella Reviews channel. We are trying something new because I don't usually do lives. Like I said, I'm trying to do more of them. So we're doing something with Love After Lockup and with Snowfall. Pretty much similar to what I was just saying about me and Lay's Eagles with the Last of Us, how we rotate. Me and her are rotating. So 1 week is on my channel and 1 week is on her channel. I may still do like a separate little recap, depending, but it's something new that I'm trying, So we'll see. Just trying out new things. If it don't work, then sometimes you gotta flip it and reverse it, and you don't know till you try it. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do now. But so now we go to Shadow and Bone. I don't know if anybody was into that. All of these that I'm talking about right now on Netflix. So Shadow and Bone will be back, for their new season, March 16th. I think I did watch this before, but it probably didn't leave a big impact on me because I really don't remember. I would probably have to freshen, my memory and go back and watch it again. I'm just being honest with y'all. Was anybody watching this one? Oh, thank you. I don't know. We'll see. Because some people like doing lives and some people like doing it recording. For me, sometimes it's easier for me to just get up and record something and put it up as opposed to doing the live. But I am trying to mix it up now. I am trying to do more of it and see how it works and whether this is easier for me or the other way is easier for me. Because it's so, like I said, it's so much, child. I be feeling like I'm doing reviews every daggone day. Like I need a day to myself to just relax, relate, release sometime, okay? As much as I love, putting out content and having you guys and stuff like that, but sometimes it do get to be overwhelming. So we also have Luther. I don't know if y'all was familiar with Luther. Luther is my man, and Idris is my man, okay? I love me some Idris album. And this, of course, was a series, but they have made it into a movie. So I think it's actually gonna be in theaters and on Netflix at the same time. That's something that a lot of them have been doing now. And of course, Dagon Luther is about to break out of prison, child, and he gonna hunt down this sadistic serial killer who is terrorizing London. And I'm here for it. I'm here for every single minute of it. All right. I don't know how many of y'all have been into Luther. You haven't watched Shadow and Bone? Never heard of it? Dag, there's a lot of y'all saying never heard of it. Yeah, I think that's like the second or the third season of it, child. I forgot to write down what season it is, but I do remember watching it. I just really don't think it made a big impact on me because I ain't never but baby Luther is where it's at. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, watch that and thank me later, especially if you love Idris Elba. Okay. Like I do. Okay, I never watched Luther, but might binge when I get the time. Yes, definitely, Kendall. Put that on your list. Put that on your list. Okay. We also have coming from Netflix, we have child Adam Sandler is back with Daggone Murder Mystery 2. I don't know if any of y'all seen Murder Mystery 1 with him and Jennifer Aniston. It was actually pretty good. I remember watching that with my mom when she was up here, and she don't usually like too many things, and she was laughing, saying it was funny. I wasn't expecting a part 2 to come from it though, but I'm like, okay. And so of course, they are now full-time detectives, okay, Nick and Audrey, who are struggling to get their private eye agency off the ground, and they find themselves in the center of an international abduction, okay, when their friend is kidnapped. So I don't know, because in the first one, they wasn't detectives. They was just going away on a daggone trip and ended up getting caught up into the mess. So as far as I remember, so I guess in this one, they are now detectives. I don't know if that's of interest to anybody, but I'm gonna see what y'all saying in the comments, and I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee because I forgot I even had coffee, and it's getting cold at this point. Yes, it is a comedy. It is a comedy, and it was pretty good, the first one. Yes, love Idris. Okay, love him, love him, love him, love him. I love him. Yeah, Murder Mystery 1 was really good. It was really good. I will say that, because sometimes Adam Sandler for me is a hit and miss, but this was pretty good. And I think he has something. I know there's a couple people that do, where he has like a contract with Netflix to make a certain amount of TV stuff and movie stuff with them. Of course, he getting paid good money for it. So I guess this was one of the things that he decided to go ahead and bring up. So I'll check it out, because I did like the first one, and I thought that one was pretty decent. Now we are gonna be leaving Netflix now, and we are basically going to be just like a variety of different streaming services. So we're gonna have something from Lifetime, from Disney, from Apple, from Prime, from Stars, from Showtime, from HBO. Okay. Just a mixture of some different shows that are going to be up there or movies that's going to be up there. And I think most of y'all have probably heard of these already, but I still throw it out there. I think I had like 25 things on this list and probably had like 3 or 4 more, but I end up taking those off. I wanted to just keep it at 25. So sometime you'll see me have 10, sometime it'll be 15, 20, 25, however many I can find at that time. I don't try to make it too long because like I said, how much stuff you possibly watch at one time anyway, plus with everything we already got going on. So of course, if you are just joining us, this was my What You Should Be Watching number 41. And so far I gave Operation Fortune as number 1, coming out on March 3rd. Creed 3, of course, coming March 3rd as well. Champion was number 3. Scream was number 4, March 10th. Number 5 is The Siege, March 10th. And then we had number 6, 65 is the name of the movie, right? With Adam Driver, and that is also March 10th. We have Shazam, Fury of the Gods, March 17th at number 7. Snow Day in Oakland at number 8, March 17th. John Wick Chapter 4 at March 24th. Dungeons and Dragons on March 31st. 1001 March 31st. Those was all theaters. And then we went into Hulu with the Boston Strangler, the Boston Strangler, child. March 17th on a Prison with Kerry Washington on Hulu, March 10th. And then we had Chris Rock. He's gonna have his live stand-up tonight if anybody's interested in that. We have You season 4 part 2 coming March 9th. Shadow and Bone March 16th. Luther, the Fallen Son, March 16th. Child, I was about to say Luther Vandross. Y'all know I love me some Luther Vandross. And then we have Murder Mystery on Netflix, from Adam Sandler, March 31st. And I'm about to jump. That's going to be the next one we going to. Now, so you put Irish cream in your coffee? Yeah, it is good suspense. I agree. So with this next one, I don't know, for some reason, y'all know I always gotta either have something that's not in order or something that's missing, but we gonna make our way through. So this next one is coming on Lifetime, y'all. And I love me some Garcelle. Okay, I absolutely love her, aka Fanny. She actually has a movie that's gonna be on Lifetime called Black Girl Missing. It tells the story of a mother named Cheryl whose daughter is nowhere to be found. Authorities and media dismiss her, as a runaway while focusing on another missing girl who happens to be white. And I do want to check this out. And I haven't watched a Lifetime movie in a minute. I remember I used to always be watching Lifetime movies and shows. And so that is going to be coming on. Actually, that's today, March 4th. Okay. Yes, I love her. Right, Savannah? Never too much. Yes, Miss Fancy. Okay. I know she's on one of those reality shows as well, even though I don't watch it, and I'll be seeing they be trying to mess around with her. Yeah, I want to see this too. Right, bringing light to a lot of issues. Yeah, because stuff like that unfortunately happens all the time. We see stuff like that, on the news. So definitely. So we move on from that to something else that I'm pretty sure everybody already knows about and should already be watching, because this actually came out March 1st, and I think the second episode will be playing on March 8th, and that is The Mandalorian. If y'all are into that, of course, the travels of a lone bounty hunter in the outer reaches of the galaxy, far from the authority of the New Republic. And of course, this got my man in it, okay, Pedro Pascal, who is also in The Last of Us, all right? And I do like him. He's a very good actor. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Yes, I know. I be hearing about her. keeping them in check. I don't watch it, but I still be knowing what's going on. Oh Lord, you said you had to stop watching because it was triggering. Yeah. Is it season 2? It might be. I know I've watched it and I think it was okay. It wasn't the best thing that I ever seen, but it was okay. And so I wasn't too sure if it was season 2, if it was season 3. I was like, maybe I might have even missed the season, but it may be season 2. Yeah, that's gonna be coming March 16th. So that's about to start up as far as Shadow and Bone. A lot of people were saying they never heard of it. But I do remember watching it before. You said your nephew's love. Yeah, I know a lot of people are into it. A lot of people are actually into that. Oh, Lisa Rinna got fired. And the crazy thing is, I used to like her. I used to actually know her from the soap operas. And I ain't know she got down like that. I said, people will show their true colors, right? When somebody show you who they are, believe them. Okay? So we gonna go from there. I only got like 4 more, y'all. I think it is because we already over the hour mark. I don't want to hold y'all too long, and I gotta try to rest for a minute before I got some other things to do later. But we got Ted Lasso. I don't know how many people was into this, but child, I was sleeping on Ted Lasso. I used to see that thing trending on Twitter every daggone minute, and I was finally like, you know what? Before season 2 started, I went and watched and caught up with season 1, and I was like, okay, I see why everybody is talking about this. This is actually a great freaking show. I like it a lot. And it comes on, the new season will be on Apple TV March 15th. And I am here for it. I thoroughly enjoy this show every single time. And this is going to be season 3. Of course, this is a college football coach. That's an American college football coach, but he ends up going to London and managing an AFC team there. And child, they be a hot mess. All different kind of stuff be going on. But I do enjoy this one. Okay. I don't know if anybody is watching it, but if you're not, this is one of those that maybe when, stuff slow down and there's not as much stuff on and you get the time, I would highly recommend checking it out because it is definitely good. You will not regret it. Okay. You will thank me later. And y'all make sure y'all come back and tell me if y'all watched any of the things that I recommended, whether you liked it or even if you don't like it. And also tell me some things that I should be watching. Shoot, okay? Surprise me and tell me some stuff because maybe it's some stuff that y'all bring up that I never saw before that'll be good and that I can tell, some of my other subscribers about. So definitely always make sure y'all telling me stuff too. Now this one, I saw the preview for this last week. I was like, I wasn't, all that impressed. But I do know that this comes from Donald Glover, and we know that Donald Glover sometimes he be having some weird stuff going on, but he also does do good. He is a talent. We know, he gave us Atlanta. And so this is called Swarm, and it's supposed to be about a young woman obsession with a pop star that takes a dark turn. Okay, so I don't know exactly what the heck is going on, but child, it look crazy. And this is going to be coming to Prime on March 17th. So I don't know if anybody want to, check that out. Okay, that would be cool. You said you want to do a watch party for that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I was looking like, wait a minute, what's going on in this? So I definitely will support and I will check it out, as well. And I don't think this next one even needs a daggone introduction because everybody should know about this one. And a lot of people been waiting and saying, when it's coming back and this and that. And of course, that is Power Book 2. And I will be doing reviews on this, of course. Okay, Power Book 2 Ghost will be back in the building on Stars, St. Patrick's Day. Okay. Child, and it's gonna be a hot mess. Tariq gonna still be up to his foolishness and foolery, and we'll see. Okay, what's gonna be going down? Yeah, Tariq for St. Patrick's Day. Okay. I don't know when that's coming back, child. That was a disappointment. So I hope they take their time and they do it right and come correct, because I was so looking forward to that. And that's the one that I like the least out of everything. I heard that they got new people behind it. So I'm really hoping and praying that they fix it. Okay, fix it, Jesus, fix it, because that ain't it. Suburbia said because ear hustling, any show or movie ideas may turn or hit you up on his. Okay. Yeah. Lord, Tariq be out in these streets, okay? He out in these streets. Yes, Liliana, bring back my girl Liliana, okay? Bring back my girl Liliana. Like Brillo said, there's no reason why y'all can't make up a damn story. Y'all make up something for everything else. All right, Liliana was a real one. It's crazy how she came back and she wasn't even a popular character, but she came back and really left her mark, and I hope we see her in some other stuff. But y'all could bring her back and say she didn't die. Okay, if y'all could have daggone Lamar running around all damn day on BMF, even though I know the real Lamar lived in real life, but I'm talking about as far as the show, and have him like he a damn supervillain, then y'all can sure enough bring back my girl Liliana. All right. So moving on from there, we have something else that I may I don't know. I might try to do some reviews on, and that's Yellow Jackets. This show is so good, y'all. If y'all are not watching Yellow Jackets, get caught up on this when you can. Okay, because this is where it is at. This is going to be season 2 coming out March 24th. And of course, we know that it's a high school girls soccer team that become the unlucky survivors of a plane crash deep in the Canadian wilderness. And baby, that show is good. Yeah, Lamar, his damn bag. Oh, I'm so tired of Lamar. I wanted them to kill him. I think I was watching The Messiah. I can't even remember so many daggone shows, but that sound familiar. That sound familiar. Yes, Yellow Jackets is so good, y'all. It really is. It really, really is. So I'm actually debating doing reviews on that. I just don't know when I will have the time. I think some of the shows that I'm doing now is going to be getting ready to end. Like there's a few of them that either have 2 episodes left or 3 left. So I wouldn't be doing as much. And I figured if I don't pick up nothing else and then those 2 come in March, then I may just add, both the Power, Ghost 2 and add on Yellow Jackets. Maybe. I don't want to, kind of overdo it because I feel like I was already overdoing it right now. But that's going to be on Showtime March 24th if anybody is interested in that. Yeah, I'm not too sure. That's how it be. Then that's another reason why sometimes I'm skeptical of starting a new show. I'm skeptical of reviewing shows because when I first started YouTube, I was reviewing Queens. I was reviewing all kind of people. I was reviewing Kings of Napa, like a whole bunch of shows that I just started out like bam, 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 going hard. And a lot of them are not even around anymore. So between me just watching it personally or me watching it for to do reviews on it is kind of hard because you don't know which ones is gonna last and which ones are not. It's just something that happens. So we ain't got no control over that. But I'm going to end it with this one, you guys. This is another good show. And I didn't even know that this is actually supposed to be the final season of this. But we got Succession. Okay, I don't know how many people have been into that, but that is another really good show coming from HBO Max. Y'all know that, they usually do good with their shows on HBO, baby. And of course, you have the Roy family, who is known for, their controlling the biggest media entertainment company in the world. However, their world changes when the father supposedly is supposed to be stepping down, child. But you know how it go. One minute he's stepping down, next minute he not. The family is fighting. The brothers and sisters is fighting. Everybody want to be in charge. Everybody want to run it, and then some people don't want to run it, and it's just all the foolishness and foolery that you would expect to be in there times 10, child, and more. Okay, and this is gonna be back on HBO March 26th, okay, for the fourth season and final season. So I didn't even know that they was planning on ending it. It's like, dag, man. And a lot of the shows have ended, right? They all seem to be coming back for their final season. So sometimes it's kind of bittersweet. It's like, I'm glad that they ended it on their own terms when they're ready to, when it's not because it's getting canceled or because it's having bad ratings. But on the other hand, it's like, Dad, you leaving too? No more? Okay. So that is basically my list for y'all, guys. That's what I have for y'all today. So as far as the TV shows, we had Luther, the Fallen Son on Netflix, Murder Mystery on Netflix, Black Girl Missing on Lifetime, March 4th. The Mandalorian, of course, already out on Disney. Ted Lasso on Apple TV, March 15th. Power Book, goes to child. March 17th on Stars. We have Swarm, y'all know what I mean, on Prime, March 17th. Yellow Jackets on Showtime, March 24th. And Succession on HBO Max, March 26th. So, with yeah, you need more hours in a day. There's so many shows. It's like, it's no way you're gonna watch all of them. But like I said, at least if you have it on your list and then you do get a little time, maybe during spring break, maybe during the summer, whatever have you, and you get to check it out, then, you do. Me, sometimes I don't get to see things because I'm already just focusing on the shows that I review, and I'm already reviewing so many of them. So then I get tired of watching shows that I got to review, and I want to just be able to watch something that I could just watch. I ain't got to take no notes or nothing, and I could just be able to enjoy it, just to enjoy it, because it is a lot, Yeah, there's a lot of choices, y'all. Lots of choices to choose from, okay? I'll try to give y'all variety and, not just one kind. So, and like I said, if y'all have any suggestions or y'all know if it's any different ones that, you want to see like a special edition on or anything like that, I am open to, ideas, because child, sometimes I'll be running out of ideas on ones. But even if I don't do any, in between, that I will always have one that depends on how the month falls, but it'll be on a Saturday, just like with the self-care videos. And it'll be either the ending of the month or the beginning of the month. And I would be telling y'all, what to look out for in movie theaters and on streaming services for that month. So that's how that works. But I thank y'all again for joining me. And if you are not following me on social media, make sure that you follow me, okay? And also make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe, child, okay? If you are so inclined. It definitely makes a big difference, and I do appreciate it, a whole lot. And I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, for coming through, because you could be doing anything with your time. So I appreciate you for taking time out your day to spend with me. But that's all I got, y'all. And I actually went longer again than I planned on going. Normally, my I'm about to say love at the lockups, child. Normally, my what you should be watching don't be that long. But of course, it's kind of different when you actually live and you able to, interact with people and things like that. But I do like this. So Same thing like what I was saying. Yeah. Same thing like what I was saying with the self-care. Maybe this is something at least once a month that I will do, when we could go ahead and chop it up and talk about some movies and shows and see, how that works. I appreciate y'all so much. So y'all definitely enjoy the rest of y'all nights. Okay, find something good to watch. Kick off your shoes, relax your feet, honey. Okay, if you can, get you something to snack on and enjoy the rest of y'all night, y'all. Till next time, toodaloo.